Chosen one, if you've found yourself drawn to this message, know that it's not by chance. You've already begun to step into the powerful light that was always meant for you. However, now that this light has been revealed, you may find yourself in a situation you didn't anticipate. You see, when you illuminate your soul, others can't help but notice, and often they won't leave you alone. Whether it's positive attention or energy that doesn't serve you, the exposure can feel overwhelming. But what happens next is a crucial part of your divine journey. In this sacred path, the unveiling of your light serves a purpose far beyond what you might understand in this moment. It's not just about being seen by others, it's about learning to navigate the responsibility of your own energy. This attention isn't coincidental. It's part of a greater spiritual plan that will challenge and elevate you. How you manage these encounters will determine how deeply you align with your purpose and divine calling. In the coming moments, we'll explore why this revelation of your light is both a blessing and a trial, and how you can prepare yourself to step forward with grace and clarity. Chosen one, if you have been guided to this channel, it's not by accident. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become a part of the official Kingdom Calls family so you never miss the divine wisdom meant to uplift and guide you on your sacred path. And type 1111 in the comments to let the universe know you are ready to receive this wisdom. There comes a time in every chosen one's journey when the people around them begin to feel the shift. As you rise and step into your true essence, the world starts to take notice. And not everyone is prepared for the impact. You may find that relationships you once cherished suddenly become strained, and the people who were once comfortable with you now seem unsettled or even afraid. This unsettling shift happens because your energy, your light, has changed, and the vibration you now carry is something they can no longer ignore. It's the moment when you begin to realize the power you hold, not just over your own life, but in the lives of others as well. But it's not just a random occurrence. It's a test, a sacred challenge designed to shape you into the leader you are meant to be. And while it's painful to witness, it's all part of your divine purpose. In this phase of your spiritual journey, you will come face to face with something truly transformative. People who once took you for granted, who may have used your kindness or manipulated your energy, now find themselves on the receiving end of something entirely different: boundaries. For many, this will be the hardest thing to handle. They may have taken advantage of your goodness, but now that they see you stepping into your power, they are terrified of losing you. This fear, however, is not about losing a mere relationship. It's about losing access to your light. You've become a mirror for them, reflecting both their insecurities and their potential. Your light has become a beacon, and some are not prepared for what it illuminates within them. They may not always express this fear directly, but you will sense it. It's the discomfort they feel when they realize you've seen through their facades and have chosen to walk away. And in that moment, you may begin to question yourself. Why are they reacting this way? What did I do wrong? But the truth is, nothing is wrong. In fact, this is a powerful affirmation of the transformation you're undergoing. When you cut ties, when you choose to protect your energy, you are doing so not out of anger or judgment, but out of divine wisdom. You're walking in the light that God has bestowed upon you, and that light requires space to grow, untainted by the fear, toxicity, or negativity of others. This is where the challenge becomes even more profound. You are being asked to rise above the emotional turbulence that these people might bring into your life. You are called to maintain your peace, your clarity, and your boundaries despite the noise. The difficulty is not in cutting them off, but in realizing that, in their fear of losing you, they might try to pull you back into their world. They may attempt to use guilt, manipulation, or emotional pressure to make you feel like you owe them something. But the truth is, the only thing you owe is to honor your divine path and the calling placed upon your soul. This is where you are reminded of the importance of God's guidance. Through every challenging moment, every tear, every time you question whether you did the right thing. Remember that God has placed this test in front of you for a reason. It's an invitation to strengthen your faith, to trust that the path ahead is one of divine clarity and purpose. It's in the process of cutting off these toxic connections that you are making space for the new, for the relationships and opportunities that will nurture your growth and support your light. It's easy to feel guilty when others react to your boundaries, but the truth is, you are not responsible for their feelings. You are only responsible for your own energy, your own journey. The more you practice setting these healthy boundaries, the more you allow space for God's purpose to unfold in your life. You are being guided to rise above the material concerns of those around you and focus on your spiritual calling. You are being asked to trust that God has already prepared the right people to come into your life, people who will honor and respect your light. The fear you witness in others is a reflection of their own inner work that needs to be done. They see the power in you that they may not yet see in themselves, and rather than embracing their own transformation, they may try to hold on to what they once had with you. But the more you allow yourself to step into your full potential, the more you become a mirror for their own fears, forcing them to confront what they have been avoiding. This is not your burden to carry, but it is a part of your sacred calling to be the catalyst for their own growth. In these moments of challenge, as you walk away or set boundaries, remember that God's purpose is always at work in your life. You are not alone in this. Your divine calling is unfolding, and those who are meant to be a part of it will recognize you for who you truly are. Let go of the attachments, let go of the guilt, and let God guide you through the storm. The fear others feel is a sign that you are on the right path. It's a reminder that your light is needed in this world, and as you walk forward, you are not leaving them behind. You are simply making space for new, more aligned connections to come into your life. Through this journey, trust that the shedding of old relationships and the creation of new boundaries is part of your spiritual evolution. You may face resistance, but with every challenge, you become stronger. You are learning how to protect your energy and honor your divine light. And this is a lesson that will serve you well throughout your journey as a chosen one. Remember, the path is not always easy, but it is always guided by God's hand. Stay true to your inner light and trust that in time you will find the peace and fulfillment that you seek. The fear that others experience is not yours to carry, but it is a sign that you are stepping into a space where you are meant to shine brighter than ever before. Keep walking with faith, for your journey has just begun. As you continue on your spiritual path, you may begin to see a deeper truth emerge. The people around you, who once seemed like sources of support and comfort, can become mirrors of your own transformation. The closer you grow to God, the more you realize how your own light, energy, and presence can unsettle others in ways you never expected. It is a profound realization. The journey you've been walking is not just about your own growth, but about the ripple effect it has on everyone around you. This can be both a blessing and a challenge, and it's important to reflect on what this dynamic means for your spiritual development. The spiritual growth you've been experiencing is an evolution that not everyone will understand. It requires a shedding of old ways of thinking and being, a deepening of your connection with God, and a willingness to walk in your true power. As you step more fully into your divinely guided path, you will notice that some people, perhaps even those you hold dear, begin to react to your energy in ways that can feel uncomfortable or even alienating. The contrast between who you were and who you are becoming can be unsettling, not just for you, but for those around you. When you take bold steps toward your divine calling, you may find that people you once trusted or valued begin to withdraw or behave differently. They may sense the shift in your energy, the growing distance between who you used to be and who you are becoming, and it can invoke fear in them. But this fear is not about you, it's about their own inner conflict with change and growth. Your transformation acts as a mirror for them, forcing them to confront their own choices, fears, and limiting beliefs. And in those moments, when you make the difficult decision to set boundaries or walk away from relationships that no longer serve you, you become a catalyst for their awakening. This dynamic is part of the divine design for your life. God has placed this challenge in front of you as a way to help you grow in wisdom, discernment, and inner strength. The fear and resistance you encounter from others are signs that you are on the right path. The very fact that your light is causing discomfort or fear means that you are stepping into a level of spiritual power and awareness that many may not yet be ready to understand. But this is your calling, to walk in your truth and to trust that God will guide you through each difficult choice and painful moment. Reflecting on these experiences, it's important to remember that not every relationship is meant to accompany you on your journey to the fullest extent. Some relationships are meant to last for a season, offering you lessons, growth, and support during one phase of your life, but not necessarily through every stage. God orchestrates these relationships for your evolution. As you release attachments and make space for new energy to enter your life, you may feel an initial sense of loss or confusion. But in truth, what you are experiencing is spiritual pruning, a necessary process that makes room for greater alignment with your divine purpose. In moments of isolation or disconnection, remember that you are not alone. God's presence surrounds you, and the lessons that you are learning are part of a much larger spiritual narrative. The people who once felt comfortable in your life may now be distanced because they are not aligned with the new frequency you are vibrating at. Their discomfort is simply a sign that they too are being invited to change. Your journey is their reflection, and how they choose to respond is not within your control. The only thing that is within your power is how you continue to walk your own path with grace, courage, and faith. As you move through these challenges, it's important to recognize that you are being shaped not only by your interactions with others, but by the choices you make when it comes to your energy and your time. Every moment you spend choosing yourself, choosing your peace, and choosing your divine path is an act of alignment with God's will. You may feel the weight of others' fear or resistance, but remember that God has placed this lesson in front of you to teach you how to hold your ground. Trust in your divine purpose and let go of what is no longer serving you. In this time of separation and boundary setting, take the opportunity to reflect on the deeper meaning behind these moments. What are you being taught through this process? What areas of your life need healing or realignment? God often uses times of discomfort and disconnection to redirect us toward a higher purpose. The people who fall away are not lost to you forever. They are simply not meant to walk this part of the journey with you. This is a time of spiritual refinement, when God is asking you to release old patterns, beliefs, and attachments so you can step more fully into the fullness of your divine calling. As you reflect on your journey, ask yourself, what am I being called to release? What are the fears, attachments, or old wounds that are keeping me from walking in my full light? This reflection is key to understanding why certain relationships are shifting or falling away. It is not about punishment, it is about divine alignment. God is guiding you toward greater spiritual growth, and as you shed old layers, you make room for new, higher frequency relationships and experiences to manifest in your life. In this moment of spiritual preparation, focus on strengthening your inner connection to God. Trust that the challenges you are facing are not obstacles, but opportunities for deeper growth and alignment. You are being prepared for the next level of your spiritual journey, and each lesson learned, each boundary set, and each moment of discomfort is building the foundation for your future. Allow yourself to rest in the assurance that God's plan for you is far greater than any temporary discomfort or separation you may feel. Trust in the process, knowing that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. As you continue your journey, you may be asking yourself a question that seems to linger just beneath the surface. Why does this happen? Why does it feel like God is leading you into moments where people in your life, those who once seemed irreplaceable, suddenly react in fear when you start cutting ties. These moments of separation are not random. They're part of the divine plan, even if you can't fully see the purpose yet. You've already felt it, haven't you? The shift within yourself, the growth, the awakening that now causes you to walk away from relationships that once held comfort and safety. But what comes next? What happens when you realize that your decision to walk away has caused others to act out of fear? This fear is a reaction to the change that is happening within you. They can sense the shift and they fear losing you because they're not just losing your presence. They're losing the comfort of being in a space where they didn't have to confront their own limitations. It's not easy to walk away, especially when you feel the emotional tug of what was once a sacred connection. But this is exactly where your spiritual growth is being tested. You are stepping into a new vibration, one that no longer matches the energy of past relationships. And that's where the difficulty lies. Those who still hold on to you feel that their place in your life is being threatened. But it's more than that. It's about their own fears and insecurities rising to the surface, fears that they may have been able to suppress when you were more tied to their world. But why does this fear arise when you cut the cord? The answer is simple, yet profound. Your growth reflects their stagnation. It challenges them to confront their own limitations, their own fears of change. When you walk away, it forces them to face the fact that they too must evolve, or they will remain in the same place they've always been, and that's terrifying for many people. This is where your path as a chosen one becomes even clearer. These moments of separation are not about cutting people off in anger or frustration. They are part of your divine purpose. You are being led by God to step into a higher version of yourself. And as you do, you create space for others to also evolve, even if they aren't ready to walk with you. Some may fear losing you because in doing so, they're also confronted with the loss of a part of themselves they can no longer ignore. But these moments of separation are necessary for your growth, and eventually they will be for their growth too. There's a deeper question at play here, though. What does it mean for you when others begin to fear losing you? What is it about your light and your growth that makes them react so strongly? The answer is often harder to face, but it's part of your path. You're being tested in how you respond. When they react in fear or try to pull you back, what do? Do you stand firm in your spiritual power and continue walking forward, knowing that you are following God's plan? Or do you falter, tempted by the comfort of the familiar? This tension is the crucible in which your spiritual strength is refined. It's not about what you can gain from these relationships. It's about the divine wisdom you gain by stepping away from them. Every choice to let go, to separate from what no longer aligns with your growth, is an act of divine obedience. It's saying to God, I trust you enough to let go, even when it feels painful. You are being called to something greater, and as you rise, those around you will either rise with you or fall behind. The fear they experience when you cut ties is not about you. It's about the realization that they too must step into their own light or remain stuck in the shadows. This is the spiritual work that you are now called to do, not just for yourself, but for them as well. Your growth will inspire their own, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. But what happens next? What are you supposed to do when you feel the fear of others pressing in on you, when they are threatened by your light? The answer lies in the next phase of your journey, and it's coming. Soon, you will understand why God has placed this divine tension in your life and how it's shaping your spiritual path. You will also discover why this process is necessary, not just for your personal evolution, but for the healing of those around you. There is so much more to come, and the answers are just around the corner. The lessons, the divine revelations, and the spiritual insights you've been waiting for are on the horizon. Prepare yourself, for the next steps in your journey will bring clarity to all that has felt uncertain, and soon you will understand the full depth of why you are being led to where you are now. As we've journeyed together, we've explored the tension of the path you are walking as a chosen one. You've learned how cutting ties with certain people has left them afraid of losing you, how their fear is less about you and more about their own confrontation with change. You've felt that deep tug of uncertainty as your spiritual growth creates a space where others must either rise to meet you or fall behind. Through it all, you've been asking, why is this happening? What is the greater purpose behind these moments of separation? Now, it's time to reveal the deeper truth. The truth that lies at the heart of this spiritual journey, one that you, as a chosen one, have been preparing for. This revelation will not only bring clarity to your questions, but also shift the way you perceive everything that's been unfolding. The fear that others express when you step away isn't just about losing you, it's about something far more profound. Your presence acts as a mirror to their soul. It is not your actions that threaten them, but the truth of who you are in their presence. As you grow, as you align more deeply with God's purpose for you, the energy you project becomes a reflection of everything they have yet to confront. They may not be consciously aware of it, but they feel the weight of their own stagnation when they are in your presence. Your growth triggers something within them that forces them to look at themselves in a way they've long avoided. This mirror effect, while painful, is also necessary. Without this confrontation, many would remain in the comfort of their old patterns, never realizing the potential for transformation within themselves. But your light, your ability to continue evolving, to walk in alignment with God, forces them to either step up or retreat into fear. This is a pivotal moment in your journey, and here's the insight that will allow you to fully embrace your purpose. Your purpose isn't just about your own growth, it's about being a catalyst for the growth of others, whether they can see it now or not. Think about it. God has placed you in these situations for a reason. These relationships and interactions are not coincidences, they are divine orchestrations designed to push you into the highest version of yourself. And as you rise, as you let go of what no longer serves you, your presence serves as a spark that can ignite change in those around you. Your decision to walk away, to cut ties, is an invitation to them to wake up, to look at their own lives and ask, am I living to my full potential? It's a divine challenge, but understand this, you are not responsible for how they react. You are only responsible for your own growth, your own alignment with God's will. This realization brings freedom, because it frees you from the burden of trying to save others. It frees you from the guilt that sometimes arises when you cut people off, or when their fear and resistance to change create tension. You don't have to carry the weight of their transformation. Your role is simply to continue walking in alignment with God's plan, to embody the change you wish to see in the world. As you step into your full potential, there will be many who cannot keep up. They may try to pull you back, manipulate your emotions, or even use guilt to hold you in place. But your job is not to remain in those spaces out of loyalty to others. Loyalty to your own divine path must come first. Loyalty to God's purpose for you must come first. As you continue to evolve, you may be confronted with the temptation to give in, to return to old habits, old patterns, or old relationships that are familiar. But remember, what is familiar is not always in alignment with your divine purpose. And here lies another part of the breakthrough. In letting go of what no longer serves you, you make space for what is meant for you. Every time you cut a tie, every time you stand firm in your decision to choose yourself and your path, you create space for new blessings to enter. God is not taking things away from you out of cruelty or punishment. God is clearing the way for the fulfillment of your highest purpose. But in order for you to step fully into that purpose, you must be willing to let go of everything that does not match the energy of where you are going. This is where the spiritual challenge intensifies. Trusting that God knows better than you do what is needed for your journey. Your mind may try to tell you that you're losing something when you let go, but your spirit knows the truth. What's coming is so much more aligned with who you are becoming. You have been shaped by your experiences, by the people you've met, and by the trials you've faced. but you are not meant to stay in the same place. God is calling you higher, and in that call, you are being asked to release the things, the people, and the environments that no longer resonate with your true divine frequency. This is the moment of divine clarity. You are meant to be a beacon of light, a leader who stands firmly in their purpose, even when it causes discomfort in others. This is not about arrogance or pride. This is about understanding that your path has been divinely set before you, and as you walk it, you will face resistance, not because you are doing something wrong, but because you are challenging the status quo. People in your life may be uncomfortable with your growth because it forces them to look at themselves. You are holding a mirror up to their soul, showing them what they have yet to acknowledge. But here's the powerful truth that will empower you. You don't need validation from anyone else. Your worth is not dependent on their acceptance or approval. The fear they feel when you step into your power is not a reflection of your inadequacy, but a reflection of their own fear of stepping into theirs. And while it may be painful to witness, your job is to remain firm, grounded in the knowing that God has placed you on this path for a reason. The breakthrough is this: your decision to evolve, to grow, and to walk away from what no longer serves you is an act of divine obedience. And in that obedience, you align with your true purpose. You are not just living for yourself, but for those who will one day find the courage to walk the same path of transformation because of your example. The fear others feel when they are faced with your growth is a testament to the power you hold within. God has given you the strength to continue, even when others cannot keep up. And as you rise, your light will shine even brighter, showing others the way, even if they do not yet have the courage to follow. So as you move forward, understand this truth. Your purpose is unfolding, and every step you take in alignment with God is a step toward fulfilling that purpose, no matter how many people or situations you must leave behind. It's time to trust in your path, trust in the divine plan, and trust in the power of your growth. You are meant for greatness, and every choice to let go of the past brings you one step closer to stepping into the fullness of who you are called to be. As you continue your journey as a chosen one, the revelations we've explored have stirred something deep within you. You've seen the profound truth. The fear others feel when you walk away is not about you, but about their inner conflict. You are walking a path of divine purpose, one that leads you away from old patterns and relationships toward a greater alignment with your true self and God's will. The journey doesn't stop here. It's only just beginning. As you look forward, understand that this is not just about cutting people off. It's about what you're making space for in your life. It's about what God is preparing you for and the greatness that awaits. God does not bring you this far to leave you without guidance, and as you continue to walk the path of transformation, there are new layers to uncover. The world may not fully understand your journey, and that's okay. In fact, it's often in the moments when others don't understand that you find the deepest growth. You've been chosen because you have the ability to walk a path that others simply cannot comprehend. And in that divine selection, there is a responsibility to keep walking forward, to keep evolving, and to keep trusting in the vision God has placed on your heart. As you move forward, you may face moments of doubt or even guilt. There may be times when you question whether the steps you've taken are the right ones. People may try to pull you back into old dynamics, trying to convince you that your growth is a mistake. But the truth is, your growth is the most powerful force in your life, and God is with you every step of the way. In those moments when the temptation to go back to what's comfortable arises, remind yourself that you are walking toward your highest calling. The pain you've endured wasn't in vain. Every moment of struggle, every time you've felt abandoned, every relationship you've had to walk away from, these experiences have been shaping you into the powerful being you are becoming. It is through adversity that your true strength is forged. You've been through the fire, but now you are emerging as gold. This is your season of refinement. You are being prepared for what's ahead, and the pain of the past is serving as a catalyst for the immense power you are stepping into. But it's not just about personal growth. This journey is bigger than you. You are being prepared to lead. The trials you've faced and the choices you've made are not just for your transformation. They are for the transformation of others. There are people who are waiting to see someone like you rise, someone who can show them what it looks like to walk with God, to trust in His plan, even when everything around them feels uncertain. You are becoming a beacon, a light in the darkness, and as you continue to rise, others will begin to see the path you've walked and feel inspired to walk it themselves. This is why it's so crucial to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead feels unclear, even when you feel alone, even when you question whether anyone else understands your journey. God has placed you on this path because He knows you have the strength to endure, to overcome, and to rise. The challenges ahead are not there to break you. They are there to make you stronger, to refine you, to prepare you for what is coming. In these moments of uncertainty, when you feel the weight of your purpose pressing down on you, hold fast to the truth that God is with you. He has not brought you this far to leave you. He is not only preparing you for what's to come, He is preparing you to be the leader, the beacon of hope, the one who can show others what it means to trust in His plan, even in the darkest of times. And as you continue on this path, know this: you are not alone. Yes, at times, it may feel like it. Yes, you may feel isolated in your experiences, but God is with you, always. He is guiding you, supporting you, and holding you up when you feel like you cannot stand on your own. He has placed people along your path who will support you and lift you up when you need it most. Even if you can't see them yet, know that they are there and that their support is waiting for you. As you continue to walk this journey, there will be moments when the weight of your purpose feels heavy. There will be times when you feel like giving up, like you've already done enough. But remember that the trials you face are not signs of failure. They are opportunities for elevation. Every challenge you face is preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. Every person who doubts you, every situation that tries to pull you back, is simply providing you with the opportunity to prove to yourself that you are strong enough to keep moving forward. In these moments of uncertainty, when you feel the weight of your purpose pressing down on you, hold fast to the truth that God is with you. He has not brought you this far to leave you. He is not only preparing you for what's to come, He is preparing you to be the leader, the beacon of hope, the one who can show others what it means to trust in His plan, even in the darkest of times. Your journey is not a lonely one. Even though it may feel like you're walking alone at times, God is always walking beside you, guiding you, and providing for you. He has a plan for you, and He is working in ways that you may not even be able to see right now. But trust in the process, trust in the journey, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The path ahead is one of transformation, one of divine elevation. As you continue to move forward, you will see that everything you've been through has prepared you for this moment. You are stepping into your power, into your purpose, and as you do, you will inspire others to do the same. You are a light, a leader, a chosen one, and your journey is just beginning. Keep walking forward, trusting in God's plan, and embracing the power that lies within you. Your breakthrough is coming, and it will be more glorious than you ever imagined. Heavenly Father, we come before you in gratitude, knowing that you have chosen us for a purpose greater than we can fully comprehend. Thank you for the strength you've given us, even when we faced trials and challenges that felt unbearable. Thank you for guiding us through the fire, for refining us with every hardship we've endured. We know that each trial, each moment of separation, was not in vain. You have shaped us, built our resilience, and made us stronger. Lord, we ask for your continued blessings as we walk this path as your chosen ones. We ask for wisdom in every decision, clarity in every step, and courage in every moment when we feel uncertain. Please fill our hearts with your peace, knowing that we are exactly where you want us to be. Help us to trust in your plan, even when the world around us doesn't understand our journey. Let us be strong in our purpose, unwavering in our faith, and firm in the knowledge that we are never alone. We pray for your guidance as we continue to grow, elevate, and walk in our true purpose. May we always remember that our worth is not determined by others, but by your divine calling on our lives. Strengthen our hearts, Lord, and protect us from the forces that seek to pull us away from you. We ask that you continue to light our path and empower us to lead, to inspire, and to be the leaders we are destined to be. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. As we close, I encourage you to carry these words with you into your everyday life. The path ahead may not always be clear, but with God's guidance, you are on the right journey. Don't forget the strength and power you hold within. You are a chosen one, and you have a purpose that is bigger than anything you can imagine. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to join our Chosen Ones family, subscribe to this channel, and be part of a community that walks in strength, purpose, and divine guidance. If you've been blessed by these words, don't keep them to yourself. Share this video with others who need to hear it. There are more people out there who are searching for clarity, strength, and purpose, and your sharing could be the key to someone's breakthrough. Together, we are a family of chosen ones, lifting each other up, walking the path of purpose, and growing stronger every day. So, don't just watch, engage, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's continue to build this community, to encourage one another, and to walk in our divine purpose, always with God leading the way. Thank you for being here, for being part of this movement, and for embracing the calling God has placed on your life. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep walking forward. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Ko-fi. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation, no matter the amount, empowers us to keep bringing guidance, strength, and inspiration to this growing community. You are not just supporting the channel, you are supporting a movement of purpose-driven individuals walking together in faith. Thank you for being part of this journey and for helping us continue to spread light to those who need it most.